Hello, welcome to your Friday. This is week 41. It is the 23rd day of October 2020, and we're going to get moving because I got a lot to talk about today. It's kind of a gloomy, rainy day, and as most of you know, I record these a day or two before Friday. But it made me wonder, are you someone who lets the weather dictate your mood? I'm not. On a rainy, gloomy day, I always spin it into a positive, thinking, well, today would be a good day to get stuff ready to donate, pay some bills, make a phone call, watch a movie, whatever. The only time I get a little bummed is if I have something planned that the weather will not allow me to do. But for the most part, whether it's snow, a beautiful 70-degree day, rain, whatever, I always try to look on the positive side of that. Do you? Okay, last week I talked about happiness. I got a lot of comments, a lot of views, and I want to thank you. But I want to thank you because your comments allow me to learn things about you, and a lot of times to think about things from a different perspective. When you take time out of your day to watch and comment, it means a lot to me. And I'm going to tell you every week that I appreciate it. So thank you. My shout out today, neighbors. Everyone's had some bad neighbors, but I've always been blessed with really good neighbors. And when I say everyone's had a few bad neighbors, I've had a couple. But for the most part, I want to tell you what happened a couple weeks ago. I was 2 doors down at a neighbor's house. As we were talking, one of my cameras went off, and another friend who lives in the neighborhood was coming to fish. So I said goodbye to the neighbor 2 doors down. I start to walk home, and I see a neighbor 1 door down. So we start to talk. Then I got here and talked to my friend who was going fishing here. I started to think, I've got to be one of the most blessed people ever. I live in a wonderful neighborhood with amazing people. And I hope my neighbors realize just how much I appreciate them. And I hope you think about it. And the next time you see a neighbor, say, hey, I'm glad we're neighbors. Okay, let's talk. Resentment. Who wants to talk about resentment? That's no fun. But I got a couple things for you to think about today. Resentment is a word that I went to on the internet and did not find the word itself used in the definition. So that put me in a good mood right away, right? But then if you think about the root of resentment, you can't really use it in a definition. So the most general one I found is this: bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly. I'm going to read it again. Bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly. There is nothing fun about that definition, is there? Resentment is a horrible thing, unless you know how to get past it. So I went a little bit further and found a different definition with a bunch of big words. Let's see if we can get through that one. Resentment is a complex, multi-layered emotion that has been described as a mixture of disappointment, disgust, anger, and fear. Other psychologists consider it a mood or as a secondary emotion that can be elicited in the face of insult and or injury. That's got a lot of emotions, doesn't it? Fear, disappointment, anger. Resentment is no fun. So what do you do about it? Well, over the years, I've always realized resentment really only hurts one person. That's the person who is feeling resentment. So let's think about that, okay? Someone does something to you that's unfair or that angers you and basically makes you resentful. If they don't know how it makes you feel, yet you're feeling all these emotions, there's only one person being hurt, and that's you. So the next time you're feeling resentful, let's think about a few things. Number 1, you're only hurting yourself. Number 2, you need to get past it, and you need to find a way to do it. Most often, I believe, is confrontation. Tell that person, hey, what you did was really unfair. Because in truth, that person may not even realize it, right? They may not realize they hurt you, and they may not even think they did anything wrong. But once you do confront it and deal with it, you can get rid of that resentment. And I know I always feel resentment. We all feel it. It's what you do with it, though, that's important. Because you really are only hurting yourself. And believe me when I tell you, it's not always that easy. Our minds get clouded with that fear, that disappointment, that anger, and we can't really think past it to figure out how to correct it, right? So in my opinion, the best thing to do is think it through, realize maybe that person didn't mean it, and go to that person. So I was doing a little bit more checking on the internet, and I found something. I found this guy, okay, and he's a priest and apparently a psychologist or what have you. His name is Henry Nouwen, and it's the Henry Nouwen Society that I went to. And I love this. This is one of his quotes. Did I offer peace today? Did I bring a smile to someone's face? Did I say words of healing? Did I let go of my anger and resentment? Did I forgive? Did I love? These are the real questions. I must trust that the little bit of love that I sow now will bear many fruits here in this world and the life to come. Isn't that awesome? I looked that up and I thought a lot about this. This guy's really cool. So I'm going to do a little bit more checking. Who knows? Maybe I'll even bring this topic up again in another video. But I really like what this guy had to say. And then I found a quote from Nelson Mandela that I kind of like. And there's a lot of people who take this quote and make it their own by changing a word or two. I think Nelson Mandela is the one who originated it, and it simply reads, resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. How cool is that? How true is that? Right? You're drinking a poison, hoping it'll kill off your enemy. Doesn't work that way, does it? So today, I'm going to ask you to think about the last time you were resentful. Or if you're resentful right now, how you're going to get past it. What moves are you going to make or take to get yourself past your resentment? And hopefully, these little quotes will make you think. If you're bored, go back and read that quote again. Did I offer peace today? Don't you wish a lot more people would do stuff like that? Would think like that? Okay, on that note, I hope you have a fantastic Friday, an amazing weekend, a beautiful week next week. I want to thank you for always watching and commenting, and most importantly, God bless you. I'll see you soon. That doesn't want to shut off.